Hey, hello everyone, I'm David Guerrero and welcome back to another video here on Many Ways Films. Right, this lens right here is the 28mm 2.8 for the C-mount cameras, meaning it's for the mirrorless Nikon system. This is a full frame lens that can be used in crop sensor cameras for the Nikon C system and for the full frame ones like the Nikon C6, the Nikon C5, C7, C30. You can use this lens in those cameras. I made a review about this lens, I think it was like 8 months ago, and that was when I first got this lens. I think that's when I first got it, or I had it for a couple months and then I made the review. But anyway, this is the lens that I use the most. I think this lens is in my camera. I mean, if I'm making videos, if I'm like vlogging outside, and even if I'm taking street pictures, I'm using this lens, the 28mm. Recently, it was announced the 26mm 2.8 Nikkor lens for the C-mount system, and that lens is gonna be close to $500 when this one is closer to the $300 mark, to a little bit more than $200 on a price difference. I recently talked about my opinion on the new 26mm lens, which from what I've seen, it's an incredible lens. It's a great achievement for Nikon, even that some people don't think so. But I think that the price, it's a little bit too high. I think they should have put it to a price like this. Some would agree, some won't, but I don't think there's like a huge difference between this and the 26. So if you're looking for a cheaper alternative than the 26mm, I think this is gonna be great for you. Again, it's like $300. You can see the price right here, and it's really good. Honestly, you can see for yourself. I'm gonna be showing you some images right here that I've taken over the course of 8 months or 10 months it's been that I've had this lens, and the images that you get out of it are really good. I think that being a 28mm lens, it's pretty wide. If you wanna vlog with it, you're gonna be still pretty close to your face, but it's not gonna look bad. Again, this is the lens that I use. I have a 14mm Rokinon lens. I think that's like really wide compared to this. Is like half it's twice the field of view of this lens. So yeah, this is not a bad lens for vlogging. I have many videos that I use where I use this lens. I even recently used this lens to make a video like this, and I like just like the image of it, the image quality, the contrast that you get, and the colors that come out of it. I love it both for pictures and for video. It's a pretty small lens. Honestly, it doesn't weigh anything. I have a drink right here, and this weighs almost twice as this lens, if not twice as the lens. That's just for reference. And the outside of the lens, some of it feels like a better quality plastic than other parts of the lens. Let me show you. Right here you have the back of the lens. This is the mount. So it's an electronic lens. It's gonna communicate with your system. You can change aperture, you can autofocus with this lens. And from the look of it, again, from what I can see, this looks really good when you're shooting both picture and video. But even the glass that it's inside of it, it just looks good quality. The glass that it's in front of the lens, that one is pretty small. I have a filter on it right now. I'm not a big fan of filters, but I just have it on when I throw this on the bag. I don't have the lens cap, so I just rather put this thing on. But I don't know if you can see it. I'm gonna be showing you from closer, but it's really small, and that's really surprising, like how good this lens is for low light, especially even if it's a 2.8, really good in low light. And love it or hate it, Nikon has really good low light performance in their cameras, especially for the C system. I'm not gonna talk too much about DSLRs, but for the C system, especially the full frame cameras, that's where I have experience with. They're really good. And the Nikon C6 and the C6 II, which are cameras that I've had and I currently have, they're really good for low light. So if you pair this lens at night, especially for photography, you're gonna get really good low light performance. And the dynamic range that you get out of these cameras are also really good. So if you own a Nikon and you're thinking of getting the 28 2.8, I think that you would never, ever regret it. So again, if you're looking for a great alternative for the 26mm, this is the lens to go. I mean, how much can a lens change from a 26 to a 28? I think that the difference is gonna be very minimum. There's obviously gonna be difference, but it's not gonna be a big difference. Even if you're wanting to do portraits, you know, some lenses have a lot of distortion. They make your face look kind of weird depending on the compression on the lens. But this 28 is really good. I don't know what they did with the glass, but portraits look really good. You can see some examples right here, and just the compression of the lens is not terrible. It's not gonna be perfect. It's not gonna be like shooting with a 50 or with a 100mm lens or something higher than that. But this 28 is not like some others where it has a lot of distortion on your subjects, on buildings and stuff like that. So if you have any questions about this lens, if you want to see more of it, you can check my videos. I'm gonna be linking at the end of the video 2 videos where you can see stuff shot with the 28mm. And if you want to see some of the pictures that I do, more about that stuff, you can go to my Instagram and follow me, check some of my pictures. That's it for the video of today. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. That really, I don't know you guys, but what do you think? But it really helps us. It's not for anything else but motivation, and hopefully keep doing this for a longer time. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. See ya.